Stop scrolling. Right now, as you process these words, 70 billion neurons in your brain are firing in patterns we still can't fully explain. But here's what's keeping scientists awake at night. Those same patterns, those same mathematical structures, appear in the cosmic web of galaxies separated by millions of light years. Coincidence? Maybe not. In 2020, a team of Italian and American astrophysicists published something extraordinary in Frontiers of Physics. They compared the human brain's neural network with the universe's galactic network, and the statistical similarities were so striking, they had to check their calculations 3 times. The universe has roughly 70 billion galaxies. Your brain? 70 billion neurons. The way galaxies cluster and connect mirrors how your neurons link and fire with an accuracy of about 80%. Think about that for a second. Now, before you dismiss this as cosmic coincidence, let me show you where this gets genuinely unsettling. Quantum physicists have been documenting something called quantum coherence in biological systems, specifically in microtubules inside your neurons. These are tiny structures smaller than a wavelength of light. And according to research from the University of Alberta in 2022, they maintain quantum states at body temperature, something physics textbooks said was impossible until recently. Roger Penrose, who won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 2020, alongside anesthesiologist Stuart Hameroff, has argued for decades that consciousness isn't just electrical impulses. It's quantum computation happening in these microtubules. Now here's the controversial part that has the scientific community split down the middle. If consciousness operates on quantum principles, and quantum mechanics shows us that particles can be entangled across any distance instantaneously, could consciousness itself be non-local? The double-slit experiment proved something bizarre in 1961, and it's been replicated thousands of times since. Particles behave differently when observed, not measured by instruments, observed by conscious beings. In 2019, researchers at the University of California published findings showing that the act of conscious observation collapses quantum probability waves into definite states. The universe, at its most fundamental level, responds to awareness. But let's ground this in something tangible. The Schumann resonances are electromagnetic frequencies that exist in the cavity between Earth's surface and the ionosphere, resonating at approximately 7.83 Hz. Studies from MIT in 2021 showed this is nearly identical to the alpha wave frequencies your brain produces during meditative and relaxed states. Your brain is literally tuned to Earth's electromagnetic frequency. Evolution? Perhaps. Or something more interconnected. In 2023, Imperial College London published research on DMT, the powerful psychedelic compound. Under controlled conditions, participants reported experiences with consistent themes, encountering intelligent entities, perceiving geometric patterns, and most curiously, accessing information they couldn't have known. One participant, a graduate student with no physics background, drew diagrams during her experience that matched theoretical models of higher-dimensional space published months later. The researchers couldn't explain it. Here's where skeptics start shouting, and I get it. Correlation isn't causation. Our brains seek patterns. Sometimes we find them where they don't exist. But the data keeps piling up. The Global Consciousness Project at Princeton ran for 20 years until 2015, using random number generators placed worldwide. During major global events, 9/11, the 2004 tsunami, moments when millions of minds focused on the same tragedy, these completely random generators showed statistically significant deviations from randomness. The odds of this happening by chance? 1 in a trillion. NASA's Planck satellite mapped the cosmic microwave background radiation in 2018, essentially taking a baby picture of the universe. The patterns in that ancient light show information distribution similar to how information flows in conscious systems. Max Tegmark, MIT physicist and cosmologist, calculated in his 2014 mathematical universe hypothesis that consciousness might be a particular arrangement of particles processing information in specific ways, and that arrangement follows universal mathematical laws that appear everywhere, from quantum foam to galaxy superclusters. Indigenous cultures have claimed for millennia what Western science is just beginning to explore, that consciousness isn't produced by the brain, but received by it. like a radio tuning into a signal that already exists. The Amazonian shamans, Tibetan monks, Aboriginal elders, all describe consciousness as a field we tap into. In 2022, Dr. Donald Hoffman from UC Irvine published peer-reviewed mathematical models suggesting that space-time itself might be a species-specific interface, and that consciousness is the fundamental reality behind it. Your brain consumes 20% of your body's energy despite being only 2% of your mass. It operates at about 20 watts, the same as a dim light bulb, yet produces thoughts, emotions, memories, and subjective experience. We can map every neuron, trace every chemical, record every electrical impulse, but we still cannot explain why any of that produces the feeling of being you. This is the hard problem of consciousness and materialism. The idea that everything is just physical matter has no answer for it. Maybe consciousness isn't something you have. Maybe it's something you are, temporarily focused through this biological antenna we call a body, connected to a vast cosmic network we're only beginning to detect. The mathematics suggests it. The quantum physics allows for it. The mystical traditions have always claimed it. And the scientific data, year after year, keeps pointing in that direction. If you're still here, follow for more explorations into the mysteries science is afraid to fully embrace. Now tell me, have you ever experienced a moment where you felt connected to something bigger than yourself? Something that couldn't be explained by brain chemistry alone? Drop your experience in the comments.